Let's be honest, most AI copywriting sucks absolute dog shit. But with my secret prompting method, two-step technique, you are going to be able to write quality, high-converting copywriting with ease. In this complete tutorial, I'm going to show you the two-step framework that I use for all of my clients. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you a real-life example of how I use this to build a fitness landing page for one of my clients. Be sure to stick around because at the end, I'm giving you 2 free resources, one for the layout and one will be my AI transcript so you can copy and paste your way to high converting landing pages. So here's the problem with AI. If you do not give it extra information, additional information and parameters to follow, it's just going to create garbage. It's going to create very robotic, fluffy corporate type of copywriting, but you can fix this by adding specific prompts. So here are my 2 steps that you have to pass into AI, and you really need to do this. Number 1 is around the layout, how you want the copywriting to be structured. There are tons of resources online that are going to help you get there, and I'm going to share one that I use, and feel free to find your own and pass that in. The second thing that you want to pass in is brand information and basically just the context. What is it that your business is offering? Who is the target audience? What sets this brand apart? And what are some clear call to actions that you want the AI to produce? My name is Josh and I own a one-person marketing agency, and I have been learning marketing, digital marketing, and incorporating AI for 4 years, and I use it to streamline my business all the time. So if you're interested in bridging the gap between marketing knowledge and technical skills, then this channel is for you. I focus a lot on WordPress, but the reality is it doesn't matter what website builder you use. You just need to be able to create the content and put it on your page. I've got tons of resources available, tons of tutorials available, and you can map this over to any website builder or just jump on board with WordPress because you can always do more for less. First, let's talk about the layout and what you need to pass into AI. I would do some research on your own, find something online, find a good YouTube video, or use my resource because I did this already last year. I did a bunch of research and I found a great YouTube video from Sabri Subi. I think it is like 17 steps to a high quality landing page. And I took that video and I converted it into the 6 key sections that every quality landing pages must have. It includes everything that should be in those sections. And so it's really easy to just pass that link into AI and have it build out a copywriting structure with that. Now, if you don't want to use my resource, that's fine. Do your own research, but you have to include something around the layout or the structure of your copywriting. The second thing that you must do is pass in the specific context of your brand or what it is that you're offering. There's a target audience in mind that you're going after when you're building a landing page. You need to be specific with who those people are. Your brand is basically what sets you apart from other brands. So often there are specific things that are important to you, or if you're building this for a client, important to them. You're going to want to have some conversations. You're going to want to communicate back and forth, and you're going to want to do some market research to make sure that you understand what this brand can offer. I like to build out a value ladder. I like to focus on the call to action, and I like to specifically share who this target audience is. Let me show you this exact process. I just followed the exact technique for a client of mine who is launching a Pilates brand or a Pilates business. Her brand has some specific unique characteristics that makes her target audience a little bit different than a traditional Pilates business. So I'm going to share with you the prompting that I used. I'm going to show you the results that I got, and I'm going to show you these 6 key sections and the copy that it produced, and it's quite phenomenal. So I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, download those resources, and reach out if you have questions. Don't forget, always be grinding. You know how we start these off with a little bit of nicotine. Okay, so here is my demonstration of how you can use this for yourself. And I'm going to apply it to my specific client, but you can easily modify it. First things first, I've already built this resource for you. Again, feel free to do your own research, but I put a resource together for how to kind of build a landing page. And the link is here, chloris.abgportal.net. I will be sure to have that link in the description. And basically, I walk you through how to use this resource. You can come here on your own. I've got a video on my channel already. But what's most important here is the ideal layout section. So I'm going to click that ideal layout section. And here's where I post Sabri Subi's YouTube video. So this is his ultimate step-by-step landing page guide, his 1.33 billion secret selling system revealed. And I had AI help me by go through this video and create the 6 key sections that every quality landing page should have. And below this video, it actually shows all of that information. So all I actually do here is paste this information into AI. It reads this website and it comes up with the 6 sections for me. I'm not going to read through them. You can read through them on your own. But if you do, you'll realize that every quality landing page does in fact have these sections. Why it's amazing, it's got timestamps from Sabri Subi's video, and it shows everything that should be included in each section. So by passing this into AI, you're going to have much better chances at getting quality copywriting. So your hero section is by far the most important section. It tells you what you need to have: simple branding, audience call out, a hook or headline, a sub headline, and a primary call to action. Okay, so there are 6 sections here that are posted. And by just copying this link and pasting this link into AI, you're going to be able to get great results. Next thing I want to show you is that I have already created this transcript of what I prompted AI, and it will be in the link. The link will be in the description as well. So you can read through here. You can copy and paste some of my prompts. You can read the responses that I got, and you can then create your own. Let's jump into AI. I'm just going to show you what my early prompts were, because you've got to be careful. AI is just going to assume and make it sound like it understands what you're asking. So you need to be careful here. So the first thing I said was, I need your help with copywriting for the landing page I'm designing for a client. I want to pass specific information into you and then have you produce some copywriting that fits within the parameters that I give you. I want to share my ideal layout with you and some brand and target audience information. Do you understand what I need from you? And then it responds, yes, it gets what you're after. So far, so good. Then I pass the following prompt. I have already taken a YouTube video from Sabri Subi about how to build a landing page and converted this video into the 6 key sections that every landing page should include. I want you to create the copy for my brand and target audience that follows this exact layout. The resource can be found here, and then I paste that link, so feel free to do the same. Please access this resource and confirm that you understand the 6 main sections. AI then responds and says, I've successfully accessed the page and mapped out your layout. I completely understand the framework you have set up. You've done an excellent job translating Sabri Subi's 17-step architecture into clean, practical 6-section block structure. Okay, so far it's understanding what I'm after. Here's where this is going to change depending on your brand, depending on your market research, depending on your target audience. It asked me if it wanted me to do this for a different client of mine, and I said, no, this will be for a new client. I say my client's brand name is YV Flow Pilates. The target audience should be tailored to people who will see benefits of trying Pilates over traditional exercise methods. This specific brand is integrated with physiotherapy, so the focus should be safety and solving the root cause of people who have been injured or struggling living a healthy lifestyle. This client doesn't have a store yet and only offers group classes and private classes at the moment. She offers private MAC sessions and private reformer sessions. She got her certification from New Pilates, and I will pass that website into you so you can access it and use some of that information for her copywriting. This is the New Pilates website. So I shared that resource because, again, this is a specific thing for her brand. It's partnered with physiotherapy. And that's a key distinction between her brand and other generic Pilates companies. So you want to lean into that. You want to lean into what sets you apart from other businesses. So I share that link and then I say, please create 6 main sections for her landing page. Be sure to include a quality headline and hook for each of the main sections. Use the brand information and general Pilates information from online to create a quality landing page. My call to action for now should be to schedule a private class or to see the class schedule. And boom, boom, just like that, it produces 6 sections with quality copywriting. It goes through the hero section. It tells you what you should do for your simple branding. It says put in a logo, have some simple navigation. It's got a section for the audience call out. Attention, anyone struggling with chronic pain, old workout injuries, or stiff joints who still want to build a strong, lean, and resilient body. You can go through and read this on your own. But I'm telling you, from someone who's done this for years, this is pretty good. Now, it's not perfect, but it's a great starting point. So all of these 6 sections have been created with placeholder copywriting and a great place to start. Now, this is where you would take that, save it, go to your website builder, or you could even prompt it to create some HTML code for you. It's up to you, but I use WordPress. So I'm going to show you quickly what I do, and there's going to be a new video coming out that walks you through the entire process here shortly. But I'm going to click over to WordPress. This is the WordPress navigation. I've already set up a rough header, footer, and my templates, but I've got my home page here. And if I click edit, you can see I've got my rough header and footer at the bottom. I've got some copy here, and all I did was pasted in these 6 sections into the body of my homepage. Now what I do is design my website with this information in mind. Because the reality here is what you say, how you say it, and where you say it, hence copywriting, is way more important than a fancy over-designed website. So now that I know what each section should include, I then go and create each section one at a time. That's a perfect time to go through the copywriting and just think about it and say, well, I like it, but I'm going to change the wording of this. I'm going to change the wording of that. And so that's the next step that I do. With WordPress, it's awesome because up here in the plus, you have got built-in patterns. So you can see there's a hero section where you can see all of these pre-built hero sections. You can just pop that block pattern in, change around some wording, put your call to actions in there, and change the images, and you've got a nice designed website that looks good on all devices. Don't get roped into paying for a website builder when WordPress can do everything for you. So they've got all of these built-in templates that act as starter points. I'll show you another nice one that I like to use because most of the time bullet copy is all you really need. So let me find that for you. This one. This is a great block. So if I click this, it's going to add it into my website. And you can see you could change this image information. You can change the bullet copy to suit what you are trying to achieve in that block pattern. You could add a headline, and you can add simple animations with the Green Shift plugin. Again, I've got all of this on other videos and other tutorials, but what I wanted to focus on for this video is just the copywriting. Once you have a rough layout, you can choose a website builder of your choice. You want to design each section one at a time. Make sure you modify some of the information if you want, put it in place, and then this is when I send it off to my client. My client's going to look over it, maybe give me some feedback. At the end of the day, the client decides. So even though I may disagree with some of the wording, she has the final say in this, but this process is going to get you all the way to quality copywriting. You just need to pass in those two parameters. You need to pass in information about your layout, and that's where, again, feel free to use my resource right here, or just link a YouTube video that you liked. Sabri Subi's is phenomenal. And then you need to pass in that brand information. And that's where you do need to do a little bit of market research. You need to understand what you're trying to build. But if this is your own brand or your own business, you should know all of those things. The more information you pass in, the better the results. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a like, subscribe, and don't forget, always be grinding.